Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2021 mid-month general readings. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of March, and this reading is for the fire sign of Leo, our lovely lions. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're all doing well, safe and healthy and reasonably sane wherever it is that you're at. Thanks for taking the time to tune in to these videos and for all that you do in support of this channel. Hitting that like button and that subscribe and share button, your donation, support, feedback, comments, reaching out for personal readings, all of it has been greatly appreciated and greatly welcomed. Thank you so much. So this reading is for the fire sign of Leo for the last 2 weeks of March 2021. That's if your sun, moon, or rising sign is in Venus, in Leo, or if your Venus sign is in Leo. And it's also relevant if you're cross-watching for a Leo as well. Of course, it's a general reading, and as you all know, they all resonate differently for everyone. I mean, how could they not? But the fundamental energy remains the same. So watch all of your signs if you know them for additional insight and perspective. And if you do find that any of the videos resonate with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or perhaps as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You'll see that contact info by clicking on the description link below. I do readings full-time, so I'm pretty diligent at getting those personal readings set up as quickly as possible, and I do offer a wide variety of readings, so email me if you're interested. I'd be delighted to hear from you. All right, Leo, let's move right into your reading and see what the last 2 weeks of March have in store for you. Leo, lovely lions, Leo. Okay, Leo. We begin with the Three of Pentacles. Partnership, teamwork, collaboration, compromise, negotiation with the moon. Maybe some deep spiritual stirrings, also perhaps some fears, hidden fears, fears about the future, fears about what might be hidden in something that you don't know, which the moon can also represent. Remember, while the moon has light just like the sun does, although I believe the moon reflects the light of the sun, there's a lot of shadows and hidden corners and recesses, and we don't always know what's in those shadowy nooks and corners, and so we might be worried about the things that we don't know because everything is not entirely clear. It might be that there's an offer coming in to partner or collaborate with someone, and you're not quite sure about it. Let's continue. We have the Star, lovely. A restoration of hope and faith and renewal. The Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. There you are. For some of you, it might also be another fire sign that's, important or significant during this time period. We have the Ten of Pentacles, which is long-term stability and security, strong connection to home and family here, or inheritance. With the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Probably somebody who is also significant and relevant in your life during the last 2 weeks of March. Sometimes when queens or kings, but when queens show up with the Ten of Pentacles, it can represent a family connection. So this female might be, a family member, like an aunt, a mother, a grandmother, a sister, a cousin. There might be a family connection between you and this female. For some of you, because the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups is next to each other, it might be that some of you are on the Leo-Cancer cusp as well. And from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Seven of Pentacles, which is a card of, reflection. It's a card of kind of taking a step back and taking inventory of what you have, the work that you've put into what you have, what it's gotten you so far, and trying to make decisions based on that. Do I take what I've harvested already and go? Do I make changes? Can I make this from a 7 to a 10, because 10 being completion? It's a card of taking stock, taking inventory, looking at motives. That's the overall energy, is kind of taking a look at the work that you've put into your life so far and asking yourself if it's justified in what you have in your life right now. The interesting thing is that there's 2 major arcana cards here and 2 court cards. The other 3 cards are all pentacles. So that's where the majority of your attention and focus is primarily in the last 2 weeks of March. Leo. And Pentacles is governed by the element of Earth, so it's often about, you know, the stability and safety and security of our day-to-day physical structure, things like money, job, work, finance, long-term relationships, how secure we feel, the efforts we put into acquiring people, places, and situations that make us feel secure, or the efforts we put into maintaining them. So it looks like the focus is on, it could be on financial and material issues, and how stable and secure you feel in your life based on the work that you've put into it. Let's clarify a bit. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. There's a reason behind the Seven of Pentacles. You know, seven is a card of looking at motives and taking stock and taking inventory. And it's usually prompted by something that makes us look around and go, okay, where am I at in my life right now? Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. And the Star card in the tarot comes after the Tower. So it implies that either you're going through something or you have been going through something rather challenging, but something is coming in to offer a sense of hope for the future. The Star is a card of wish fulfillment. That's basically means that if you devote yourself, you know, to the path in front of you, that more or less Spirit will reward you by making that a path of joy and fulfillment. It is one of the wish fulfillment cards. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. Betrayal, feeling thrown under the bus, severely disappointed, often called the stabbed in the back card, or feeling that way. With the Seven of Cups, which is a card of kind of a fantasy, illusion, dreams. Each one of these cups is filled with basically what represents potential and possibility, only the best and perfect thing that everything might work out to be. Oh, it's like each cup represents, you know, the perfect thing, the perfect life. But it's cup cards, which is governed by the element of water, so it's purely emotional. This is a card of kind of illusion, building castles in the sky, fantasizing, daydreaming. We all need to dream, but this is not a manifesting energy. This is a card of kind of imagining the best of all possible things. And because it's coming with and after the Ten of Swords, there's a sense of having been betrayed or thrown under the bus, or, you know, something coming to an end, because tens do represent cycle completion. So whatever happened to put you face down on the ground like this, Leo, you can see that the sun is rising in the background, a new day is dawning, the animals are beginning to return to the scene. I feel like, Leo, I feel like you've been really, I feel like a bubble has been popped. I feel like you're disillusioned over something, you know. It might be a financial situation, a job situation. It might be a relationship. It might be some combination of both. Because I feel like you've been harboring under this Seven of Cups energy throughout this situation, probably for some time. And, you know, feeling like, you know, investing, for example, some of you, this may be a relationship. You've been investing all this time and effort and love and maybe money and all of this kind of stuff into this relationship, or even another kind of situation, could be a job or career path, you know, and thinking that you were working towards, you know, this beautiful outcome or goals or your vision and putting all this work into it. But I feel like that bubble's been burst, and all of a sudden you're realizing that all the effort and work that you've been putting into this thing, you're not any further ahead. It's like what you think that you were working for has turned out, in fact, not to be what you, not possible or not realizable. It's like you were working to accomplish something or reach a certain vision or goal, and you realize that it's not possible, that you're not, perhaps the Seven of Pentacles is you're realizing that you can't go any further in this situation. So what does this mean? Do I find a way to make, because that's what the Seven of Pentacles is. If it's not possible for you to make this crop from a 7 to a 10, which is not having to worry about the future, having long-term stability and security, then what do? Do I find a way to accept where I'm at and just live with it? Is there a way to make changes? And if not, then what do? Do I leave the situation and move on to something else? So that's the overall energy here. And there's a strong tie-in with physical security, like financial and material security. So even if it's a relationship, like a personal romantic relationship, it may be that you thought you were working towards, you know, equal partnership and unified support, and you find that you've been just having to deal with the same struggles and worries and concerns as you did when you were single. So what's the point of being in a relationship that doesn't offer you the same kind of day-to-day security? If that makes sense. Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles. Whether this is a relationship or a job or career thing, it feels fundamentally, Leo, like you are waking up to the fact that all of this time and energy and money and whatever that you've invested in this is not paying off in the way that you thought it was. And the other side of the situation or relationship or whatever that you thought was working towards the same thing is not. It feels like you've been left to kind of shoulder everything on your own. So what's the point of being in a partnership? What's the point of, working a job that doesn't allow you to get ahead? And so that means you're just kind of trapped in this same cycle, for some eternal period of time, unless you decide to make choices to change that. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. Oops, something's behind it. With the Ace of Swords. So knights represent, something coming in, usually rather quickly, an offer or an opportunity for change. The Knight of Swords is the Knight of Air. He's pretty blunt and direct. He delivers news and information and, the reality of what things are. And the Ace of Swords is the epiphany, the clarity, the new idea or new perspective. Sometimes the two of these cards together, the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords, can be challenging because they bring illumination and clarity and reality to a situation, which, if the reality of a situation is not what you want it to be or what you thought it was going to be, that can be kind of hard, difficult to look at something. But it also gives you the opportunity to make decisions and take action to choose a path to create a different and healthier reality for yourself as well. I feel like you're waking up to something, perhaps something not working, and you've been maybe telling yourself if you just did that or you just gave it enough time or whatever that it would work, but it's not. Clarify the Moon. Judgment. This is the Crossroads card. This is a pretty profound major arcana card. It represents being at that crossroads, that moment where you're being called to act, called to make a decision, called to speak up for yourself. And the consequences and outcome of it are going to be fairly final. So if you decide to stay in this situation, you're probably going to be stuck in it for a long time. If you decide to make, some changes, it's going to set your path on a completely different road that you're not going to be able to come back from. It's a big crossroads card. And behind it is the Eight of Cups, which is a card of leaving that which isn't working for you, leaving that which is unfulfilling to you, emotionally unfulfilling, perhaps materially unfulfilling, and going off in search of your Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment and abundance card. I feel like you're teetering, you're at a crossroads, you're teetering, okay, with making a major life change because you've woken up to the fact that everything that you've been investing in, it hasn't given you what you wanted, what you thought you were working towards, and now you realize probably that it's not going to. So what to do? Clarify the Star. And I feel like somebody is actually coming in to help you or to offer some kind of help as well. I feel like for a lot of you, this Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy is somebody, it might be somebody that you're related to, someone in the family, or someone you're close to that's coming in to offer some kind of help or guidance. Well, let's clarify the Star. There's something that brings a sense of a renewal of hope and faith, something that gives you a sense that you can have what you want out of life. Temperance, balance being restored. These are both cards strongly connected to the spiritual and angelic presence and power, to God, Spirit, your angels and guides. Justice. The scales weighing even again, balance being restored, which is what justice is about. I feel a third party or third situation coming in here, and I don't mean third party in the romantic cheating sense. I mean, it feels like there's an external person coming in to offer some kind of help and offer to help you work through something. And they're bringing with it maybe some new ideas. And what they're doing is they're taking a situation where you felt perhaps are feeling very defeated and broken down and like, you know, like all of this that I've been investing is wasted. And they're bringing some kind of offer to help or collaborate with you in a way that makes you actually believe that what you want is truly possible again, if that makes any sense. I'm going to continue to clarify a bit to see if we can break this down. Let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Long-term stability and security. Could be finances and monetary stuff. It could be inheritance for some of you, or a family member, a female family member stepping in to help. Could be a male family member too. It's a general reading, so the specifics are going to vary. The Ten of Wands, a heavy burden coming to an end. This is a card of somebody who's feeling overwhelmed and feeling as if everything is on their shoulders. And with that Ten of Swords, that kind of betrayal card, I feel like you were investing in something, someone, thinking that you were working towards the same thing, that it was a real partnership, and you just discovered that the other person, or perhaps you've just woken up to the fact that it's not. So the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, this is like, especially financially and materially, day-to-day, feeling like you have to be responsible for absolutely everything, in spite of the fact that you've been investing a lot of your energy into another situation or person, and you thought, you know, again, like a relationship, you knew you had their back and you'd help them in any way they could through difficulties. I mean, that's what partnerships, especially love, are about. You have each other's backs. But you've just woken up to the fact that, no, that's not the way it is. This is very one-sided. The Ace of Pentacles, this is new beginnings, moving, relocating, a new job, sometimes receiving an unexpected, you know, sum of money or resources that enable you to have a new beginning, to start over. Start over perhaps in a very practical way. The next card behind that is the Knight of Wands, another knight, the fastest. He's governed by the element of fire. The Knight of Wands just comes charging in to kind of fix things and rescue and offer opportunities for change. I feel like something is happening quite quickly, maybe towards the end of the month, Leo, and it's connected to this Queen of Cups. Who is this Queen of Cups to Leo? Why is this Queen of Cups here? Again, it might be a family member, close friend, or family member that's coming in to help, to offer to help, teamwork, collaborating on something perhaps. They may be coming in to offer some very practical financial and material help as well. Like somebody's there to help you figure out a way through this. And again, it may be very hands-on, practical financial help or resources of some kind. The Empress wanted to pop out the maternal mother card. It might be a mother, a grandmother. I mean, it's still, this Queen of Cups still could be a sister. There's some kind of maternal connection here too, I'm getting. There's a very female, nurturing, female energy around this. Clarify, tell me more about the Queen of Cups. The Three of Pentacles, so we have the Three of Pentacles again. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles is a card of people coming together to resolve something, to, you know, whether they agree on how to do it or whatever. This is about teamwork, collaboration, people working together towards a common cause to build, you know, they have a common goal, and so it's about people working together. So it's about collaborating on something. The Seven of Pentacles, again, we have a lot of repeating cards here. Reflection, contemplation. The Five of Pentacles, not having enough or feeling shut out and not good enough. Let's see what's after that. The Ten of Pentacles again. Lots of repeating cards, lots of these same repeating Pentacles cards. So the Earth energy area of your life, it's what the focus is for the last 2 weeks of March. Somebody's definitely coming in here to offer some help and guidance for you. And again, I feel like for a lot of you, there's some kind of family connection or somebody that you view as family. It's like somebody coming in and saying, I've got your back, I'm going to help you, we're going to get through this together, I'm going to help you in emotional ways, I'm going to help you in practical ways. It may be even that some of you, they're offering, you know, come and stay with me, or, you know, come and stay with me while you get on your feet, or something of that sort, because the situation you're in is not going to provide you with that long-term security and stability that you want, not in an emotional sense and not in a financial or practical sense either. And I think you're waking up to that fact, and it really kind of knocks you on your butt initially for a little while. But then somebody comes in and there's this opportunity or offer for change, somebody to help you. And it's either family or somebody that is like family in your life. It's quite a lovely energy. It might be a male too. I mean, it's a general reading, even though it's showing up as a queen, so, you know, it could be male. But I am getting, it is a pretty female energy, and it's very nurturing and, again, almost familial. So, interesting. Well, let's end with asking for some advice and guidance cards. But ultimately, the other thing I'm seeing here too, Leo, is that the decision is going to be up to you. I feel like you're at that crossroads, and you can stay in this situation and not make any changes for it. You know, free will, free agency. But you're going to be doing it with your eyes open, because we can't, once we've woken up to something, we can't go back to sleep again. You're always going to know that what you thought the situation was going to be is not going to be that way. So you can either find a way to make peace with it and live in acceptance of it, which I think would erode your sense of self over time, or you can make the decision to leave, which is always challenging and scary and uncomfortable and sometimes painful. But the important thing here is somebody else is there to help you do this, and you're not going to be doing this completely on your own. Advice and guidance for Leo. What's the best way to navigate through this, at least for this time period? We are only looking at a 2-week period of time. It's not the rest of life. The Knight of Cups. Another knight coming in. Love, support, encouragement. The Eight of Wands. Movement, moving, activity, travel. You may be traveling. The World, final completion. An enormous cycle of your life is coming to an end, and you're moving on to something else. So, Leo, for those of you who there's some kind of offer or opportunity for change, perhaps through another person or with another person, the message is pretty clearly to take advantage of this, because, you know, I mean, the Tower card is here. And it's clarifying the moon, so there's a big sense of unknown about this, but we rarely get a full itinerary in terms of life changes, right? It's about making a momentous change without really knowing what the outcome is going to be. And Spirit is asking you here, like with the Star card, to walk in faith. Whatever this opportunity for change is, this opportunity to take a different path, Spirit is strongly encouraging you to take it, because whatever this is that you've been in, a job, a career, a relationship, you're not going to get any further into it. You're not going to get anything more out of it. So what is it that you really want? Take the opportunity for change. Take the help for the opportunity for change as well. It's going to be a game changer, a life changer for you. All right, Leo, that is your reading for the last 2 weeks of March. I hope it was kind of profound. It feels like a profound time in your life, so I hope it was helpful. Again, if any of these readings resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something for yourself or perhaps as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the April general readings. Until then, Stay safe and well. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.